TrAC stands for Transition Azimuth Check. It's a 10-day program, and it helps service members in the special operations community really discover a path beyond service. It's designed to connect them to their values, their priorities, and really continuing a life of service beyond uniform. And so what we do with it is we bring in mentors from the public and private sector, both folks who have military experience and none, and we ask them to come in and help guide these service members into a life of meaning and purpose.
What the mentors are able to do is step in and tell them, in my business, what you needed as a skill to execute that mission is what my team needs, and you'd be a really good leader in our organization.
The remarkable thing is that the people coming from the community have many more skills and many more of the most valuable skills than they think. They have poise, they're calm under pressure, they have excellent teamwork, they have remarkably well-developed communication skills, all of which are incredibly difficult to teach, very difficult to recruit for. What they're going to need is to complement those skills that they've developed over their service careers with some domain expertise in a particular area of business.
With a mixture of conversations and outdoor applications, they really get the chance to explore what life looks like, not only beyond just military service, but beyond war. In the second half, once the service members have their feet underneath them and the anxiety has been tempered, and they're really starting to see that there is hope and excitement beyond the military, we now integrate their spouses into the equation so that they can really form a life that's aligned with who they are and who their families are, and recognizing how much they have to give. What's the purpose of your marriage?
To me, the Station Foundation is a place to reset after having an identity, whether you realize your identity has been the military or not, it has. And it's a place to kind of find the new you and start that new path and that new journey and show you, because most of us here have lived in a very insular community for the better part of, at least 10 years of our career. And it's to show you that there's more to you than just that.
That is a big one.
In 2017, so about 2 years ago, I was injured in a helicopter and I messed my back up. The hardest part for me was how much I lost. I lost my career, I lost my team, I lost my retirement. Although I'm medically retired, I lost my retirement check, so the pension I'd been working towards for so long was gone. I lost my health, and I almost lost my marriage because of it all. One of the biggest difficulties in transitioning is your identity. I joined when I was 21 years old. This is basically all I know. I mean, I spent almost 17 years in the Army, so coming out of that, it's difficult to see what's on the horizon. I went from completely put together to completely falling apart. And the negativity started kind of overwhelming me, and I started thinking all these horrible thoughts like, now I'm not good enough. What am I going to do? Where am I going to go? How am I going to earn an income?
Most of us wouldn't be very comfortable flying on a helicopter in the middle of the night, landing on somebody's rooftop, doing a very complex mission where the risks are significant. Most importantly, the loss of life. Men and women that get out of this, out of the special operations community, they want to identify with that. They want to find that again. They want the camaraderie that the guy on your left and the guy on your right had for them, which was, we have your back, right? We are there for you. We are there to support you, whatever you need. I will be there for your family if something happens to you. And so to replicate that in corporate America is very difficult.
And I think initially there was a narrower view of where military people would fit best in organizations. It was operations roles, it was training and development. I think now there's an understanding that these folks have very broad skill sets and are quite advanced technologically and in different, even in budgeting and leadership and organizational management, and that it's a great asset that needs to be used.
When I left the service and when a lot of my teammates have left, it's you got to find the next job. It has to be perfect. No mistakes, zero room for failure. And like all of those things aren't really true. There's way more room and opportunity and possibility after service than I think we consider.
Give me the person who's got the same value system, whatever age they are, and I could fit in with them just fine.
There it is.
Okay, and that's where,
Makes sense.
that's what I'd look for, is find those values, because then everything else kind of, I mean, you're on the important page.
Yep.
The rest of them you'll figure out.
But if we don't take that pause, we miss an incredible opportunity to grow and to find what makes us us.
I'm excited about what's left, you know, because this person, this woman that I'm with is my person. I'm excited to have an opportunity to be more of a teammate to her, because she deserves it. She's been so much for me, where she's put herself, you know, in second place or third place or even 10th place. And I'm ready to put her in first place.
But I gotta learn how to do, I don't know how to do that, so we gotta figure that out.
We'll learn together.
Yeah. All right, hey, look, this is called a leader. See how the line stops right here?
I'm not broken. I'm not. I mean, I have both my legs, I have both my arms, I have air in my lungs, and that sun comes up every day. So there's a lot to look forward to, and I'm very lucky. Everybody in the military has lost friends, comrades, troops, brothers, sisters, and they don't get to be with their families. So I kind of owe it to them to recover and enjoy my life, or else they would have died in vain.